Hey class, this is the Age of Exploration, which basically lasted from 1450 to 1700. Before we talk about the people who did the exploring, we need to know why they did it. The simple explanation for that is God, glory, and gold. Of course, they also needed proper technology before they felt comfortable venturing out away from the sight of land. So, with the compass and the astrolabe, now exploration could really take off. And it's Portugal that leads the way. Portugal is in Europe where, if you can find Spain, Portugal is on the western edge of Spain. So take a look at a map, find Portugal. The people you need to know from Portugal, Prince Henry the Navigator, who is going to finance exploration. Bartholomew Diaz, in 1487, he is going to sail all the way to the southern tip of Africa. The next explorer for Portugal is Vasco da Gama. He is extremely important because he's going to sail from Portugal around Africa and into to Asia, where he hoped to establish trade. The next country we're going to talk about is Spain. Spain is heavily identified with God, glory, and gold through the Spanish conquistadors. The most important people, I guess, of the Spanish explorers is Christopher Columbus. That's Christopher Columbus. He is actually from Italy, but the Spanish king and queen, Ferdinand and Isabella, financed his voyage. Columbus has a plan. His plan is to sail west to reach the east, where he could trade with the silks and the spices and all the good stuff the east has to offer. So he's betting that the world is round, and he's going to be able to sail one way to get to the other side. He's sailing west to get east. He's going to land in the Bahamas, and he's hoping to get to India, and he thinks he's in India, so he calls the people he meets there, Indians, and the name is going to stick. Now, Columbus was actually looking for gold. He's not going to find any. He's going to make 3 additional trips to what we call the New World without finding any gold. What he does do is he is going to go back and tell people about it, and he will bring things back from the New World, things that the Europeans had never seen before. And we call this the Columbian Exchange, trade back and forth for the first time across the Atlantic Ocean. Columbus is going to die believing he found a way to Spain. I'm sorry. He sailed for Spain, believing he found a way to reach India. Next, we have Amerigo Vespucci. Amerigo Vespucci is going to sail down the coast of South America, and he is the first to suggest that perhaps Columbus actually found a new place, that it wasn't India or Asia after all. It's Amerigo Vespucci. Magellan, the last of our important Spaniards. Magellan circumnavigates the world. That's a big word for he's going to travel all around. He's going to travel around the world. With Magellan's voyage, we know for certain now that the world is round, and this is going to be in 1519. He's going to set out with 5 ships and 260 men. They get down to South America and want to overwinter. They're scared about traveling out. So he has a near mutiny on his hands. He sails around the tip of South America into really, really rough and rocky seas. And it's dangerous. They lose a ship in the process. Once he gets to the Pacific, things calm down. So the word Pacific actually comes from Magellan, and it's a word like pacify, calm. It means calm. Magellan is actually going to make it himself to the Philippines, where he will be killed by natives. This is a map, I hope you can see it, of Magellan's voyage around the world. Follow me here. He starts from Spain, crosses the Atlantic, down the coast of South America, and across the Pacific. Here's the Philippines. That's where Magellan dies. One remaining ship, and 18 crew members, I believe, are going to make it all the way back to Spain. So once and for all, we know that the world is round. Okay, important for the New World are some Spanish conquistadors. Conquistador means conqueror in Spanish, and these are true conquerors. Remember, Spanish are definitely identified with God, glory, and gold, and that's going to signify what the conquistadors are all about. Hernando Cortez, you need to know him. He conquers the Aztecs. Francisco Pizarro conquers the Incas. These two societies have massive amounts of gold. And these are big cities that are being conquered by the Spaniards, by the conquistadors. They are what we would definitely call civilizations. But Cortez and Pizarro get rich from the gold and silver. De Soto, who is heavily associated with our area, Hernando de Soto, he is with Pizarro. So he sets out and explores our area of what's going to be called later the United States. He's looking for the legendary 7 cities of gold. De Soto, importance of De Soto, he is going to be the first European to see the Mississippi River. He will cross it somewhere between Memphis and Coahoma County. Historians are still looking for the exact place. He crosses it there and later dies from the fever and is buried in the river. His men get out of Dodge and they never find gold. Next we have France. The French are looking for a Northwest Passage. Northwest Passage is a waterway across North America so that they can sail from the Atlantic to the Pacific. Are they going to find it? No. Does it exist? No. But in the process of looking, we have other folks who are associated with our area because of their travels down the Mississippi River. First we got Marquette and Joliet who set out in 1673. They are looking for the Northwest Passage. They get down to where Rosedale is today before they turn around. They hear tales of mean, violent Indians to the south, so they turn around. They go back and talk about it, and so LaSalle is going to be next to sail down the Mississippi River. He brings an army, so he is going to make it all the way to the mouth. LaSalle is the first to sail the entire Mississippi River. He will claim the land that he sees for France. The King of France is King Louis, so the land he claims is Louisiana. Finally, we have the English. The English explorers will, the big ones that we associate with Thanksgiving are the Pilgrims. These are Protestants who are being persecuted in England and come to America for religious freedom. They land in 1620 in Plymouth Rock, part of Massachusetts today, and we get the famous Thanksgiving celebration from our Pilgrims. Take a look in your book about triangular trade, and we will be doing a class assignment about triangular trade. So take a look at your textbook, fill in the gaps that I've left, because these are just solely main ideas, and I will see you soon.